If the 49ers were to trade Kyle Shanahan or fire Kyle Shanahan, what traits would you want the next coach to have? What would be some
Oh,
some things that you would like to see from the next coach that's different than Kyle?
okay. Uh, I'm assuming it would be an offensive coach.
Yeah, I would agree.
I'm assuming. So that's where we start. I would like the coach to not be a system coach.
Mhm.
I would like Kyle, the way I understand him, has a system the way it works. He gets players and plugs them into the system. Sometimes he gets players who aren't as good as players he passes up because he thinks the inferior player will work in his system. I want a coach who says, I don't care about my system. I got these players, these 11 starters on offense, 11 starters on defense. What are the best plays for them? I'll sit down with every one of them. Let's say on offense, what 10 plays do you like, especially with your quarterback? What do you
Yeah.
like? And when you're at the line of scrimmage, do you want the ability to audible to things I have? I'll give you 2 plays. Do you want the ability to audible to a third play? Yes, I do. Let's talk about how to make that happen. I want a coach who listens. I want a coach who doesn't impose a system. I want, in addition, a coach who, when a player gets hurt on the field, walks out to him.
Mhm.
If it's serious, how are you doing? Not looking at his playbook for the next play. I want a coach who I feel is involved. I want a coach who, when a kid gets shot in Union Square, gets off his ass and gets someone to drive him to San Francisco General Hospital and walks in the room and cries with the player or holds his hand. And you're our draft choice. You're part of our family. I want a coach who understands human emotions. Now, maybe Kyle does. Maybe he does behind the scenes. I have never seen it, Iggy. And I
Mhm.
would want a coach. I think Dan Campbell is like that.
Yep.
I would like a coach like that.
Yeah.
How about you?
I like you. You were on fire. One thing I would add, you mentioned the relationship with the quarterback. I think that's got to be the most important thing. I mean, it's maybe not the most important thing, but I think it's essential. Jim Harbaugh played quarterback, was a quarterback coach, had a great relationship with Alex Smith and Colin Kaepernick, and brought the best out of him. Kyle
And
Shanahan was
he's
a wide receiver. He's competing with his quarterbacks all the time. LaFleur gets the best out of Jordan Love. The guy in Tampa, Liam Cohn, the offensive coordinator, is getting the best out of Baker Mayfield that Mayfield's ever had. Ben Johnson in Detroit's getting and Dan Campbell, I've gotten the best out of Jared Goff. Kevin O'Connell's getting the best out of Sam Darnold. Like, that's the
oh
kind of
yeah.
thing I'm looking for from a coach. How do you work with the quarterbacks that you coach? Because Kyle always has this contentious relationship, and it works for a year or two, and then it stops working. And he for sure can't draft the position.
It, when you say it stops working, we sort of saw that with Jimmy. Jimmy didn't like him at the end. We don't really know. What we know with him and Brock is that Brock is becoming less effective. We don't know what their relationship is like.
That's what
Could
I'm
you?
talking about, though.
Yeah,
The success is short lived with these quarterbacks.
right. And I would add with Jim Harbaugh, he's doing it. I was going to say San Diego. I keep calling him San Diego.
That's
He's
fine.
doing it with Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
He's doing it. And again, Bill Walsh, I used to see him with Joe Montana and Steve Young. I would see him going over footwork. He wasn't
Yeah.
the quarterback's coach. He was going over footwork with them.
Yeah, Kyle can't coach quarterbacks. He was a quarterback coach for 1 year in 2007. He had Matt Schaub and Sage Rosenfels. Like, there are guys out there who've played the position, who've coached the position, and that's what Brock needs. That's what any quarterback needs. Jim Harbaugh provides it. Kyle doesn't. So if they want to move on, I would like to see someone who has that kind of an impact on that position in particular, as well as, like you said, like human emotions. That's great too. It's really important. Look at Nick Sirianni. I mean, he wasn't a player. He didn't play. He's not a play caller. He's not a player. But somehow, whatever message he's delivering is resonating with his team.
Yeah, and they had a theoretically a down year last year, but it was last season, I should say, but it wasn't that bad. And
No,
now they're one of the best teams in the league again. So he's doing something pretty good.
Bobby Brooke says, hi, both Packers fan from England. I've followed and listened to Grant for a while now, but I must say you two together are entertainment gold. Appreciate you both. God bless.
Thank you so much, Bobby Brook.
Thank you, Bobby Brook. Fish and Chip says, get the Italian going and get Jed in for an interview. Get the Italian going and get Jed in for an interview.
Could I
Who's the
say
Italian?
something? That's it. Jed is theoretically half Italian, but I was married to an Italian woman. He strikes me much more York than DeBartolo.
VO says Kyle Shanahan equals Dan Reeves. Dan Reeves never won.
I thought Dan Reeves was a pretty good coach.
Patrick Cummings says every 10 years they're killed and have to stop the train hard. 94, 04, 14 to now 2024. Number 10 kills.
Very
they won in
interesting.
94.
That's
Fish
right,
and
they
Chip
won-
says, sorry,
It's all right. What?
maybe Biden can pardon Kyle Shanahan for his misdemeanors.
Are you sure they're misdemeanors and they're not felonies?
Oof, they're football felonies.
Football felonies.
All right, Dad. This has been officially our best show of all time. You were on fire today. I got the people in the chat are talking about it. A lot of people are talking about it around town.
I'm gonna probably get a cup of tea and take a nap now. I'm still getting over my cold. Anyway, this was a lot of fun, everybody. Thank you for watching. I love you, Iggy.
I love you too. Check me out later. I'm going to be doing a stream with Larry at 3:00, and then at 4:45, I'm going to be on Ryan's channel doing the 4-man front with him and Jesse and the coach. So tune in. I'll be talking Niners football a lot today.
I like how you say Larry because you're from California. That's how it sounds to me, Larry. Because in Brooklyn, we would have said Larry.
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 And my middle name is Lawrence, which could be shortened to Larry. So I'm Grant Larry Cohn.
I'm Lowell Arthur Cohn. See you, Iggy. Take care.
They said I missed one. Hold on. Let me see if I missed a super chat.
Okay. All right.
Slick Rick. Oh, sorry. Official BNA Music 88. Lowell, asking Kyle Shanahan to coach like it's the Super Bowl is a bad idea. We're trying not to embarrass ourselves. He needs to coach like it's the Rams in 2019.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm behind, but hell yeah, Lowell. This is the Niners.
Absolutely. These are the San Francisco 49ers.